Feel the wind in my hair, going nowhere, I swear. Like an outlaw on the run, dangerous but it's so fun. Running, running, no. Hold on, don't let go.
Hi guys, welcome to today's tutorial. So today I'm going to be doing an Aso Ebi look. It's like a Nigerian traditional wedding look. So you can either wear this as a bride, or you can wear it as someone that was invited for the wedding, a bridesmaid, or if you just want to look really good on Sunday basically. So as usual, I went into the color Soft Ochre by Paint Pot, Soft Ochre paint pot, and I'm also going to be using that white shadow there to kind of make everything even and then give myself a base to start with. Then going into the orange color I showed, I'm going to use that as my first transition color. I'm using a more dome shaped brush, and I'm going to be buffing that into the crease to make the orange more packed. And then I'm going to go into that brown color to start with another transition color, just to make the look more blended. Then using a smaller brush and then taking that same brown brush, I'm going to define the crease more, and I'm going to gradually build it. Then I'm going to be using a darker brown this time around, which I just showed. I'm going to be using that to also build the crease. Then going into that pencil brush, I'm going to be using the black shadow I just showed, that's from Bonjour, and I'm going to use that to build out the outer V of the eyes and then slightly bring it into the crease. Then going back into that very soft brush that I used for the darker brown, I'm going to use that to soften out the black in the crease. So I'm just going to keep doing that until I get the desired color I want. I'm going to be using these two glitters, and I'm going to also use the e.l.f. glitter primer. I'm going to be applying that on where I do not have the black eyeshadow on, and I'm just going to gently pack that, wait for it to get tacky slightly, and I apply both glitters together. I mix them in like a container and yeah, pack them on the lid.
Hold on, don't let go. Running, running, no. Keep running.
I'll be using the L'Oreal Infallible primer, and also going into the Nivea Aftershave Balm, and I'm going to be using that as my primer for today. I do want this makeup to last really long and last all day without it budging or smudging. So I'm going to gently buff that into the skin. Then I applied my foundation right on top of it. Make sure I blend it properly, make sure it's very even with every part of the skin. And I'm using a buffing brush by Real Techniques. Very soon in a second from now, we're going into a flat brush. This is to further apply the foundations where the buffing brush could not reach. Meanwhile, I would like to say a very big thank you to my friend Messi for allowing me to use her face to do this tutorial. Thank you very much, Messi. I love you, girl. For highlight, I'll be using the Makeup Revolution highlighting palette. I think this is the color Light, and I'm going to be adding that first yellowish shade under her eyes, the bridge of her nose, the side of her nose, Cupid's bow, under the chin, and just every other place that you would like to highlight basically. And then I'll be using one of those toothbrush brushes. As you guys have really noticed, I like to use those brushes because they're really dense and they kind of just make the whole concealer process easy. And yeah, they kind of make it also seep into your skin so it looks more natural. But on this day, it wasn't really working that well for me, so I just changed into using my beauty blender. I noticed I actually really miss using the beauty blender, even if I really love the toothbrush brush. I'm going to use my beauty blender, blend it, make sure it looks really even and nice. Do not want any harsh line. To further highlight the face just a little bit, I went into this LA Girl color. I'm not really sure what color it is, but I just used that as well to kind of highlight the face. And now I'm going to be contouring the nose. You know that it's real when I actually do a cream contour, then you know that like this shit got real. So I all contoured her nose. the sides of her cheeks to give her like that really chiseled cheek, and on top of her forehead, or her forehead, not really on top of her forehead, and yeah, sides of her jaw, and just where I want to look very chiseled and pretty and sexy. And yeah, going to use that toothbrush brush, and I'm going to blend that into the skin and make sure it looks seamless. I don't want to have like harsh lines, so I'm going to blend and make sure it looks really nice. For the nose, for some weird reason, I went into using this Real Technique sponge, and I used that to buff the cream contour into her skin. Then using this Sasha Buttercup, I'm going to use that under her eyes to kind of bake. I did bake for like 15 minutes, to be honest, so that like it lasts all day and then it looks really nice. So I baked under her eyes, the bridge of her nose, her forehead, chin, cupid's bow, everywhere. And then now I'm going to be using this brush to buff out all the excess powder that I do not need. And then I'll be using the black opal powder in dark, and I'm going to be applying that all over her face to kind of bring the look together, to make it look seamless, to make it look posh, to make it look really pretty. And I'm just going to blend that properly. Do not forget the neck, guys. You don't want to have like a different face and then a different neck, so always go to the neck, the side of the ears, everywhere basically. So yeah, I don't know why I was holding her head like I want to cut off her neck or break her neck off her body. Like, what's wrong with me? I'll be contouring her face in a sleek contour kit in dark. Just going to use swirl motions, and I'm just going to bring back the depth into her face. As you guys know, I like to powder the face before I do the contour. This is just to make it more smooth, seamless, and make it blend more with the skin. So I'm going to put that on her cheeks, forehead, and I think that was it. Then I'm going to be using the Dark Glow Anastasia kit on her cheeks, the highest point of her cheeks, as a highlight. And I'm just going to make sure I blend it in. And I didn't want it to be too much, but at the same time I wanted it to actually really glow and make her really glow. I also applied some on the forehead, you know, just to make the whole look complete, to give some something. Her cupid's bow to make her lips stand out and be more defined. Then I'll be using this pencil-ish brush. I think it's a lip brush, to be honest, from e.l.f. And I'm going to be using that to highlight her nose. I think I'm going to do a tutorial on how I actually highlight like my nose, or how I make my nose slimmer, because I think I have a good technique. I'm not sure anyways. So after doing this, I'm going to use my contour kit in medium, and I'm going to use that at the side of her nose just to make the nose contoured. Then I'll use my concealer brush to further blend it in so it doesn't look as harsh as it looks now. As you can see, it looks really harsh. I kind of lost the clip anyways, but I'm going to use a concealer brush, one of the toothbrush concealer brushes I have, and I'm going to buff that away so it looks really nice. Then I'll be using this coral blush. I'm going to be applying that on her cheeks to just bring the whole look together, to bring back the coral effect. Then I'll be spraying her face using the Revolution Fix Spray. I love this spray. It makes your makeup last all day. It is bomb as fuck. Then I'm going to be using this Maybelline gel liner in black. I'm going to be adding that to the waterline and also to tightline her eyes. Then using this Kiko waterfall eyeshadow, I'm going to apply that into the inner tear duct, and it just tied the look together. I actually have fallen in love with this look. I love the way it turned out. I also smudged black eyeshadow under her waterline as well, actually, to tie the whole look together. Then I just had to show you guys, like, can you see that glow is popping? Yes, honey. So I'm going to be using my mascara. This is the Collection mascara. I must have been very funny. Guys, I actually have great humor. Just saying. Because as you can see, she was smiling throughout the whole tutorial. I'm going to be using these lashes. My beautiful, gorgeous lashes. I love these lashes. They always like bring the whole look together. Guys, look at that. Like, look at that. Lining the lip with 9 Month Lip Liner by MAC. Going into the NYX lingerie lipstick. I think the one I used was Lace Detail. And then I used also the MAC lipstick in half and half to bring the whole look together. And then I mixed it and it formed a very beautiful cocktail. I was really proud of how like the lip color turned out. It like tied the whole look together. And then that inner eyes, like that orange in the inner textures was bomb, because it just brought the whole look together, matched with the dress, matched with the hair tie, and yeah. Thank you guys for staying till the end of the tutorial. I love you guys. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. And if you're in Abuja and you're looking for someone to do your makeup for a wedding, birthday or whatever, please holler at me. I love you guys and bye.
Just that there's no red involved. There's no red involved.